high intensity workouts. Short bursts of all-out effort followed by a period of recovery, repeated as many times as you want/can. Why would you want to do it? Why would you want to do high intensity training? I think there's a couple of huge advantages of this high intensity training style. Number one, it's more fun, or maybe I wouldn't say fun, I would say it sucks less than going for a run, and you can do it at home. And two is that it takes far less time. Doing high intensity cardio will develop your cardiovascular efficiency, so you have a lower resting heart rate, lower blood pressure. It will also improve insulin sensitivity, which means your body can deal with the sugar that you give it better, which reduces your diabetes risk. And it can make your arteries more elastic, so this reduces the risk of atherosclerosis or rupturing of your blood vessels. So now let's get into what I think are the three best, really simple but high intensity and effective cardio workouts or exercises that you can do at home without having to go for a run. So the first one, I'm sure some people expected this one, but it is literally just burpees. I do this twice a week, every single week. I will literally set my mat out in the kitchen and I will just do burpees pretty much until I can't do them anymore. Depending how I feel, I'll either set a timer and do a maximum amount of burpees within that time, so it might be 10 minutes, 15 minutes or 20 minutes, and do as many burpees as I can in that time. Keep count of them, try and beat it next time I do it. Or I'll just pick a number and say I want to do 150 burpees almost in one go. I'm not a superhuman. I follow some accounts that are just known for doing burpees and they can smash out 200 burpees in one go. I'm not quite at that level yet. I'll pick a number and I'll aim for that number. You can do sets of 10, 15, 20, 25 burpees and then take a bit of a break. They're super hard, they're really simple though, and you can easily tailor the difficulty to fit the stage of life or fitness or even anything really. You can tailor burpees to fit your condition and your anatomy and how your body works. And people have done burpees for years and years, and I think just sticking to what has always worked and what will always work in the future will always be a good option. And I think it's a really good tool to have in your arsenal of exercises. I don't see myself ever taking burpees out of my routine. So overall, my favorite high intensity cardio exercise. The second high intensity workout that I love doing is, to be honest, any EMOM workout, any every minute on the minute workout. So one in particular that I love is doing kettlebell swings, kettlebell deadlifts, and then kettlebell thrusters for a certain amount of reps. So you might do 5 swings, 5 deadlifts, and 5 thrusters every minute on the minute. So it means at the start of every minute you do your reps and the rest of the minute is rest. And as you get better and as you get fitter, you can reduce the rest time. So if you start with 5 kettlebell swings, 5 deadlifts, and 5 thrusters, you can eventually build this up to 6 or 7 of each exercise, which will mean that your rest time significantly decreases. And if I do an EMOM workout, if I'm a bit tired of burpees, I don't want to do them anymore, I'll do an EMOM workout and I'll literally do it for 12 minutes. And by the end of it, I'm half dead on my kitchen floor. I can barely breathe, my throat hurts, my lungs burn. I just think that's such a good way to work out every minute on the minute. Really simple. You can even start with 1 rep of each exercise if you're just getting started. It gives you a lot of rest time, but then you can start building up the reps that you do. So you might start with, like I say, 1 swing, 1 deadlift, and 1 thruster, have a load of rest, and then do it again and slowly build up. Just like burpees, it depends what stage of your fitness journey that you're at. And anytime you do an EMOM workout, even using the simplest exercises that you can possibly imagine, it's still a great way to train, and it's a really great way to start progressing as well. And again, it's so versatile. You can simply add reps gradually to decrease your rest time or increase the total amount of time that you're doing the EMOM on. So you might start doing a 10-minute EMOM. After a few months, you might do a 15-minute or a 20-minute EMOM. Depends how much time you have, and it depends how high you want the intensity to be. And you could even just do 1 exercise for the whole workout. You could literally just do 20 kettlebell swings every minute on the minute, and that would still be a really good workout. And talking of kettlebell swings, it's no surprise that they're in the list. I think they're a really good option if you have limited time, limited space, and only 1 kettlebell available. Just doing swings, however you want to do this, it really doesn't matter. They are such a good exercise. They are rightly so known as the king of all kettlebell exercises because they are so good. They are so effective. They work so many muscle groups. They work your heart, they work your whole posterior chain, so all the muscles that are behind you, your hamstrings, your glutes, your lower back, your upper back, everything. It works your hip mobility. It's just such a good movement to do. But you could do a minute on, 30 seconds off. You could do 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. However you want to do it, adjust the time, do some trial and error, find out where your starting point is and figure out your own body. And if you want an extra challenge, try not to put the kettlebell down. Even if you want to have maybe, let's say, a minute on and 30 seconds off, during your rest, you can try not to put the kettlebell down. It will add a bit more stimulus, add a bit more of an intensity to it. It gets pretty tough. So there's 3 ideas to choose from, but remember that pretty much anything will work in fitness. As long as it's simple enough and you progress it over time, anything will work. You can swap exercises out, you can swap the timings, you can even completely scrap everything I just said and do your own thing. As long as you get moving, as long as your heart rate goes up, and as long as you're constantly progressing, anything will work. But those are my 3 favorite high intensity workouts.